What if I told you that while the Magna Carta was being signed, an entire city on the other side of the world was burning? In this video, you'll discover mind-blowing historical overlaps that will completely change how you see time. Woolly mammoths were still roaming on Wrangel Island in Siberia, while the Great Pyramid of Giza was being built around 2560 BCE. The Magna Carta was signed in 1215, the same year Beijing was captured and burned by the Mongols under the direction of Genghis Khan. Jump forward to 1492. While Columbus set sail from Spain to the New World, the very same country was expelling Jews and Muslims, reshaping the country's culture. William Shakespeare was alive while America was still being colonized. The United States declared independence in 1776, while the Spanish Inquisition was still active, a dark period in Europe that wouldn't end until 1834. Abraham Lincoln and Charles Darwin were both born on February 12, 1809, in very different parts of the world. Their lives would follow very different paths, but both would profoundly change the course of history. In a moment of eerie coincidence, Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, two giants of the American Revolution, both passed away on July 4, 1826, exactly 50 years to the day after the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Yellowstone National Park was established the year after Germany officially became a country. While the Brooklyn Bridge was taking shape in 1876, across the plains of Montana, a fierce battle was raging, the Battle of Little Bighorn. The Eiffel Tower was completed in 1889, the same year Nintendo was founded. Moving into the modern era in 1896, the world saw the first Olympic Games of the modern era in Athens, and at the same time, the first automobile race was held. Around the early 20th century, two geniuses were at work. Pablo Picasso was revolutionizing art, while Albert Einstein was doing the same for physics. Mark Twain was born in 1835, the same year Halley's Comet appeared, and he died in 1910 when the comet returned, connecting his life to this cosmic event. The Ottoman Empire existed the second to last time the Chicago Cubs won the World Series, 1908. The Port of Houston opened for business in 1914, the same year Woodrow Wilson declared Mother's Day a national holiday. Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928, during the same period as the Great Depression was beginning in the United States. During the height of World War II in 1941, the first programmable computer, the Z3, was completed, laying the groundwork for the digital age even as the world was engulfed in conflict. The first nuclear explosion and the birth of the United Nations took place in 1945. It's chilling to think that Orville Wright, who pioneered human flight, was still alive when Hiroshima and Nagasaki were bombed in 1945, witnessing both the birth and the potential destruction of modern aviation. In 1956, the world was watching Egypt during the Suez Crisis, while at the same time, Hungary was fighting for its freedom from Soviet control. One Hungarian rebel captured the frustration, saying, "You've gone and ruined it for us. Now the world thinks only of Egypt." November 22, 1963, was a day marked by loss, not just of one, but three influential figures. C.S. Lewis, a Christian apologist and author of the Narnia books, Aldous Huxley, author of Brave New World, and President John F. Kennedy, author of Profiles in Courage. No one has suggested that the deaths of C.S. Lewis and Aldous Huxley were part of a conspiracy. The Apollo 11 moon landing in July 1969 happened just a month before the famous Woodstock Music Festival in August 1969. The first wagon train of the Oregon Trail heads out the same year the fax machine is invented. Finally, in 1977, as audiences were thrilled by the first Star Wars movie, an era in France was coming to a close with the last execution by guillotine. The past and future collide in a single year. Did you know any other historical coincidences? Share them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video.